Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In War of the Visions JP, let's look at the news, and then the Two-Headed Dragon raid, and the Soul of Thamasa item, which was linked to that raid. And then I'm only talking about JP in this video because we got the news early this week. Still nothing in global. There is the on-off update coming up, but I did that in a previous video. But let's move into the news, and then we're probably getting it early this week, the update, because we're in the middle of the Japanese Obon season. And that's kind of like a nationwide summer vacation, where it's traditional to go back to your hometown, to visit the graves of your ancestors, or to visit with ancestors that are still alive. Not a lot of that happening this year because of the virus. But people are off, and then Wednesday, which is the day that we usually get the update, that's kind of the last official day of this nationwide summer vacation, so probably they moved it up to Monday so that more people have time to play during the holiday. Okay, but here we have some quality of life updates. Nothing super major, so I'll skip that. I've talked about it in a previous video. And then next is a new limited time character. This is Swimsuit Kitone. Now, I've said this before, I am against the sexualization of underage people or underage looking people. But I think this is sweet. This is cute. I am okay with this one. But anyway, she is a fire element character, and then she'll be mostly magic based. Main job is something that I do not know how to say in English. I did look it up. I checked it against the Japanese of Final Fantasy Tactics, and this is a new job. It's neither Mystic or Oracle or Mediator or any of those. But basically this is a job. It is a short-range magic attacker like Kitone. But whereas Kitone has good defenses against physical attacks, this new job from Swimsuit Kitone will have good defense against magic attacks. So a magic attacker good against magic users. So she might be a little bit limited. Physical attackers may be able to one-punch her, but we'll see. And then a sub-job Rune Knight, that is the same as Howlet. That is like a magic version of a Dark Knight, with like drain skills and then sacrificing own HP to do magic damage. And then the other sub-job is Ninja. That could maybe help her with evade or movement. I'm going to skip her. I've been pretty good lately. My talisman is definitely working. I did manage to come out of the Final Fantasy IV collaboration without taking too much damage. Got my Rosa to level 89. I heard horror stories about people maxing all 3 characters, and then even if their luck was good with the pulls, they still ended up spending 2k. I definitely did much better than that. Alrighty. And let's see, the usual stuff here. Okay. Summer campaign stuff, login, okay. This looks like more free pulls, like we had earlier with the summer campaign. And new shop stuff. I think they're going to sell another select ticket. I think the select tickets seem to be selling because they keep offering them. I'll probably pick up Jiza, or maybe Gilgamesh. Alright, Irudita will get the pickup. And then let's see, Element Hatchers coming back, maybe 1 or 2 days each. I'm going to skip all of these, of course. But if there are characters where their shards are available in the shop, like Gurasura here, or Super Stern here, and nobody here, and nobody here, then during those days I might buy those shards. And then having used Super Stern recently and really liking him, I think I do want to get him to 99. I'll take it slowly, but yeah. And then some guaranteed pulls. I'll skip all those, I think. Okay, Kitone banner. And the revival of Bikini Ririshu. Some people are upset about this, whales, of course. I think what happened is that when she was available, like 3 weeks ago, I think it was, a lot of people were having problems with her shards appearing in the shop. And so probably the folks working on the game, they're offering her again to sort of make up for maybe the lack of luck that people were having with the shop. But instead, people are angry because they're like, oh, if I'd known that Bikini Ririshu was going to come again, I wouldn't have gone so hard the first time. Kind of a similar situation to offering the select tickets for the Final Fantasy IV members. But again, here, I think whales need to relax, you know. It's your own choice to want to max the character within that time frame. And so I don't think people should get too upset about the character coming back. I do agree that on a certain level, you're kind of breaking the trust of the player, because from now, with any limited unit that is released, people are going to wonder if they're going to be, you know, offered again very quickly. I don't know. I say just get the character to the level that you want when it is available then. Don't look ahead too much to the future. Okay, here. This is a very interesting step up. Cost 5,000 for paid lapis. The last step, you will get a guaranteed unit of one of these 4. These are all fire units. And actually, I would be happy with any of these 4. Rain I don't have in JP, and I think I might want to level him up if I do pull him. Etude is very close to Limit Break 4. Swimsuit Kitone, I don't know if I would build her, but I could put her on my main screen at least. That's kind of an attractive idea. And then Luasa I've maxed, but I can get the Mog medals for it and then turn it in for Jesus shards. So actually this would be a win-win-win-win situation for me. But again, the talisman, it's staying my hand, so I'm not going to pull in this after all. And then normal thing. Okay, here's the return of the tower, but it looks like the reward for getting to the top is the water ring again, which I already have, so I actually might skip the tower here. I'm a little bit tired out from all of the raids, both in Global and JP, so... And this is more quality of life stuff. Here is a new map for the arena. And then this is a magic attack up, so this might be an interesting time to bring out some magic tanks. I really like that MR character, Mariaru, so I might use her in here. And then this is a pretty flat map as well, so maybe more skills would be available to be used in here. And some weapon stuff, okay. And daily purchase stuff, okay. Okay, next, let's talk about the Two-Headed Dragon raid. This is finishing up. The Two-Headed Dragon is weak to Pierce and Dark, so Kain from Final Fantasy IV, he is the best choice in here. And then if we go into here, most of the very high-level raids, they ask for Kain, and then many of them ask for Gurasura as well, but also Jesus Bells. But even though they've been asking for Jesus Bells, and I don't have them, I've been equipping Ododua's Trustmaster, which gives you the AP regeneration as well, and I haven't had any trouble joining rooms there. As you know, I do not have Kain, and then this is my solo party here. All dark slash attackers. And then currently my personal raid level is 75. And then I've been able to get up to this level with the 1 free play and then 1 orb play with this team. But I think I'm pretty much at the limit. From now it's going to take the 1 free play and then 2 orbs to get through 1 level, I think. But yeah, another example of dark slash characters being at the forefront of the meta. And then also, this is another raid where the boss is immune to steal time, but Sasayaki with her Samurai Oborozuki attack can cast slow on the boss, so that's nice. And then there's the rare raid, the Princess Pudding. I guess I can't look at that there. But the team that I can use in there if I want to do solo is this one. These are all ranged attackers, so some gunners, some double gunners. Rosa is one of the best in here because she gets the element advantage. She is ice. But you could certainly get through this with 4 Lucias, 4 Luasas. But also, when I've joined rooms, I've seen a lot of just general ice characters, so Gilgamesh, Laswell, Agrias, they've all been good in here. And then the next raid that's coming to Global, it'll be the first raid where there's like the normal raid and then the rare boss. And the rewards for the rare raid boss are much better than the average one. So it could be a technique where you would want to, look for rooms, and then just look for the rare boss, and then refresh if you don't see it, and just spend a lot of time scrolling and refreshing and scrolling and refreshing. That might be a good technique if you have a character good for the rare boss, but maybe you don't have a good character or a good team for the standard boss. But as we move forward, I think we're going to see more and more where you don't need characters that fulfill both of the weaknesses, both the element and the attack type. Like I just mentioned, you can just focus on ice for the pudding, or you can focus on just projectile and then get through it fine. Same thing for the two-headed dragon here, lots of dark slash teams. Okay, and then finally, let's talk about the Soul of Thamasa. There it is. I got it to +3 and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore, but I put my nose to the grindstone, got it to +4, and I think I'm happy with this here. This is an accessory that I think anybody can equip. And then I got the magic type, and then it can give you max 120 magic. That's almost as good as like a rod by itself. But of course you can combine this with a rod, and then you get the stat stacking. And then if this is the second highest magic value that you have, you'll get 50%, so additional 60 magic. That's really good. And then a TP of 40, that's kind of unusual for an accessory to give you TP. And then the bonus abilities will give you silence resistance. That's based off the level that you get it to. So it's at level 40 here, so we get bonus silence resistance of 25. And then it'll also give you magic resistance of 4. I think if you get this to +5, you can get the +8 magic resistance. That's nice, and that might have motivated me to go for the +5, so I could put that on my Sasayaki. Except that I have another accessory, which is +5, which gives me the 8 magic resistance, so that's why I didn't feel the need to go any further with the Soul of Thamasa here. And then finally, magic resistance piercing. So if you put this on your magic attacker, you can do a little bit of extra damage on guys with high magic resistance. This gives you +6 for the +4. I think if you get the Soul of Thamasa to +5, you'll get magic resistance piercing 10. That's nice, but the way that piercing works in this game, it's a percentage. It's not the actual value. So saying that somebody has 50% magic resistance, you would be taking away 10% of that, so -5, rather than the 10 -10. So it's not as good as just like a defense or like Spirit Break, for example. So that was another reason why I didn't feel like I had to go to +5 for the Soul of Thamasa. But still, very happy to have this. This will be great on my magic attackers. Okay, but that was a look at the news in JP, and then kind of a rundown of the raid as it went this last week. Alright, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.